Yo, EA, come here real quick. Let me talk to you. Please stop making expansions for The Sims 4. Just stop. Like, how many expansions do you need to make? I don't think it's necessary. You already got expansion packs, then you got game packs and stuff packs, and I think there's one more, like kits or something. How much more monetizable can this game get? I understand that it was free to play, but it wasn't always free to play. Like, bro, if you add up all the DLC and how much it all costs together, it's a month's worth of rent. Like, I'm talking over $1,000. If you want everything in the game, you're done. You obviously want to live here. Like, it's just too much DLC, and we're already past that point where it's too much, and this is just unnecessary. Like, you remember when the Sims 2 or Sims 3 dropped an expansion? It felt like an event, especially for the Sims 3. Like, it actually felt like you were expanding your game when you bought an expansion pack. Like, every single expansion pack that you bought, late night, pets, generations, seasons, they all brought something new and fresh to the game at the time. At least for The Sims 3, because it was open world and it was a different way to experience the Sims game, because we never had a Sims open world game. So all this was new within that context. Like, you just got more bang for your buck in the previous game's expansion packs as opposed to now. And they're charging it like it's the same thing. Like, you're getting the same thing for the same price, but you're not. Especially in The Sims 4, you're not. You ain't getting shit in The Sims 4. You're getting fucking breadcrumbs while Sims 3 is feeding you full course meals. I do not like that analogy. Like, they want us to pay $40, which is the price of an expansion pack. It's supposed to be the big giant main course of a DLC. We're supposed to get a lot of shit with an expansion packs. But do we? Nah, we don't. They cut it up into small chunks and piecemeal it. And you know where those small chunks go? They go to game packs, which are $20. Like, for example, vampires. They put vampires in their own game pack. Now, in The Sims 3, they came with the late night expansion pack. And you know what the late night expansion pack came with? A whole new town, Bridgeport. Pretty fire. Don't really play there myself. I'm more of a Sunset Valley style human. But I still liked it every now and then, whenever I would play it, every now and then. But another weird thing they did was horses. Like, horses have their own expansion packs when they would just come with the pets expansion pack. Like, cats and dog, it's its own thing. And then they made horses their own thing. So if you want horses and cats and dog, that's 80 buckaroonies. No. And on top of that, compared to the previous game's expansion packs, I feel like The Sims 4's doesn't go as in-depth as the previous ones. Like, you're not getting a lot for them. Like, for example, university, I do not take my Sims to university in Sims 4. It's just not as fun. Like, in The Sims 3, you would actually send your Sim to school, to university or whatever, and they would have an actual dorm, an entirely new town, essentially, to explore. But it felt like that because Sims 3 had an open world. So each town would have their own style, each town would be different. Sims 4, I get the same vibe from every single town, especially without no weather, especially without seasons, but I have that, so I'm good. But still, you get the same vibe. It's no cohesive town. It's no feeling of community within that town. It hit different. Like, with some of the expansion packs that come out, like for Get to Work, I like that I can follow my Sim to their job when they're a police dude or a hospital worker or whatever. I like that I can follow them. But with a lot of these expansion packs and game packs, there's always some type of drawback with it. Like, when you first get that expansion pack, you're going to get that buyer's remorse, or you're going to feel so cool that you've done something that you couldn't in previous Sims game. Like I said, follow your Sims to work. Previous games had a lot of rabbit holes. This one has kind of the opposite, but there's a drawback. After that euphoria wears down, after you've had your fun, after pretty much the third time you follow your Sim to their police job or whatever, to the police station, you're gonna get bored. You're gonna be tired of seeing the loading screen every single time. That's what happened to me, except with the actress. My Sim was an actress. I got fucking tired of seeing a loading screen every time I wanted to follow them to work. I wish it was seamless, kind of like Enjoy, but but I guess that's not really a good example, even though it is, but it's not. You know what else I don't like? Every time there's a new expansion pack, a new update, a new patch, or something along those lines, I gotta update my mods. Yes, is that normal? Yeah, it is. But this game has been out for 11 years at this point. 11. You would think they would move on, but apparently Sims 5 does not exist. I think last time I saw, they're not making the Sims 5. They're gonna take the Sims 4 all the way to the fucking gravy train. They're gonna maximize profits and minimize efforts. And by efforts, I mean piecemeal. I didn't know Sims 4 was a live service game. At least this is the way they're treating it, this shit. They're treating this shit like it's a live service game. Okay? I don't know when last Sims game was live service. This is news to me. Like, modding in this game is what's keeping me on this game for this long. I wouldn't have as many hours as I do right now if it wasn't for the hundreds and hundreds of mods that I have on The Sims 4. Compared to The Sims 3, I got like 20, 30, not counting CC for your Sims or whatever. I got like 20, 30 gameplay related mods. Sims 4? Bro, I'd be surprised if I have less than 50, less than 100. And on top of that, all the customization you can get on the sim is fucking amazing. So every time there's an update, every time there's an expansion, I gotta go in and manually change or update my mods, which is, like I said, normal. But why are there so many? Like I said, this kind of stems back to the expansion packs. If your expansion packs were fulfilling and full of content, one, there wouldn't be that much of a need for all the content in the game. I understand developers making content for their game would be seen as a good thing. But when you're piecemealing it like they do, it's like you're charging us for to breathe air. You're charged, like imagine in real life you get charged to breathe air. That's how fundamental and basic some of these features are that they're stripping out of The Sims 4. At least that's what it feels like. So yeah, before a trailer for an expansion pack comes out, like the more recent one, Adventure Awaits, that trailer, I always scroll down to the comments because I already know somebody else is throwing shade. And I just want to laugh. Me personally, I want them to just stop making expansion packs. Like, why are these even expansion packs? Why are they game packs? Why are they kits? They should be free updates. Any normal game 20 years ago, this would be a normal update in any other fucking universe. But our universe? Nah, bro. That's $40. That's $20. That's $5 or however much the kits cost or whatever. That's some smeckles right there. I genuinely feel they should be free updates, but if not free updates, just don't make them at all, honestly. Just make a new game, and I'll accept the consequences. Just make a new game and leave this shit alone. I'm tired of updating my mods, okay? And if you're gonna make an expansion pack, please make it worth it. Make it good. Put every feature. Where's cars? Where are good elevators? At one point, I remember there wasn't pools. Why do you keep leaving features out? You literally have a checklist of things that you should do to make the game better for years, for literally years. Since the game's release, you've had a checklist of what you should put in. Why aren't they putting it in? I mean, they are putting it in for $40. One expansion at a time.